Alright, what's good, y'all? First lift after the meet. I'm gonna start something new today. Um, I got a little bit of attention with the strict curl video I did, so today will be the official start of a new series I'm gonna do. We're gonna call it the strict curl series. I'm gonna pretty much show y'all how I train arms. I've always felt like, generally speaking, I've had strong biceps. A couple years ago, the videos on my channel as well, I was 185, curling 135 for reps. I was going to try to set the natural strict curl record. Can't remember which organization it was. I think I would have been pretty close to it. Not sure if I would have got it or not. I wound up getting pretty sick, I think, shortly after I posted that last video, so I wound up not doing it. And then life just got involved in general, but generally speaking, I've always had strong biceps. So, after that last lift I did in the gym with the 185, and it moved pretty decent, it made me curious to know what I could really push myself to with the strict curl, as I really don't train strict curls, and I haven't in a long time. So if 185, well, I'm gonna go for like maybe 190, 195 today to set my base. But if like 185 was like a base for not really training strict curls and just being able to walk in there and curl 185, I'll be real curious to know if I actually planned and programmed accordingly what we could actually hit. So yeah, moving forward, I'm going to do the strict curl series. Probably do it for a while. There's not any set duration of time I'm going to do it for. Every time I come in here and do like my biceps, I'm just going to get it logged and uploaded so y'all can follow the progress. But with that said, I'm gonna get up in there, kind of do like my standard stuff. I always pyramid, but I keep a lot of the fluff out in the beginning. As you'll see, maybe I'll do a voiceover to this video too, explaining my methodologies with things. So I'll go in there, work up to like a top single, and then back off, get some volume as well. But yeah, I mean, the bicep workouts are nothing crazy. They're nothing like too intense. It's all about progressive overload. It's about doing more next week than what you did this week. Adding 5 pounds a week, or 2.5 pounds even, a pound and a half. As long as you're making, constant, steady progress, the strength will come. Size more so with volume, which, everybody wants big biceps, so, make sure you throw some volume in there as well. But, yeah, with that said, yeah, look forward to getting this video uploaded with the strict curl series. Looking forward to starting this. Let's get in there. Let's get it.
Alright, so here we go. I did do the bar for like 2 sets in one, just to frame the camera for the most part. But this is my first set. 115, moves really easy. Not bad at all. I believe after this we move up to 135. 135 moved pretty good too. Felt pretty light, not too bad. After this we jump up to 165. 165 felt a little heavier than what I was hoping. I wasn't sure about moving up after this, but we decided to press anyways. So you'll see here, 165. It looked like it moved decent on the video, but actually pulling it felt a lot more difficult than what I was hoping it would have been. At that point, I was definitely still feeling the effects of the meat, just a little bit prior. Here we go with 195. Wasn't too confident in this, but still give it a better go than what I was hoping. Got about the midpoint. Got some ways to work through that here in the future, which I'll go over at some point. So with 195 almost being right there, decided to drop it down to 190. Wasn't confident in this, as like I said, it's only a 5-pound difference, but we pushed through it. We grinded and we got it. So yeah, I was actually pretty excited about that. It's definitely a grind. It's definitely a pain keeping your ass and your back up against the wall while doing these grinds. It would have been so easy just to come off and try to, swing through it. But after that, wrapped it up with 165. As many reps as possible. I'm just using this to gauge where I want to start at and start hitting volume with here in the future. So wound up getting 4 reps with this. I was going for 5, got 4. Seemed like that's a common theme. I always go for 5, wound up getting 3 or 4. But 4 is not a bad start. Might chop it down to 150, 155, and maybe hit some sets of 8 here moving forward and build that up. But yeah, strict curls went pretty good. And then we move on over to dumbbell curls. Same thing, dumbbell curls, just single reps. working up to, you know, the heavy weight. Now looking to exhaust myself with a bunch of warm-ups. And here we go with the first set of 75s. Now my tendonitis was definitely flaring up in this a little bit. Form wasn't exactly how I wanted it, but try to fight through it, push forward. With this, wound up getting a set of 12. So I was actually pretty happy with that nonetheless. Wound up doing this 2 sets. Next set wasn't as productive, but still managed. I think moving forward from this workout, I'm going to cut out some of the standing dumbbell curls and transition into setting up the adjustable bench to an incline position and doing some concentrated curls. Now, not full extension of the elbow, maybe about, you know, to the midway point, slightly below, just with some really heavy weight and trying to work on like that top half of the rep to help me break through the little sticker point that I had, such as with the 195 and the 205 the week before. I think that really helped us break through that sticking point when it comes to the curls. I had to change the position of the camera. I had a couple people lifting, I was in the way. I hate being that guy, you know, recording in front of the dumbbell rack, but I wanted to get all my sets and reps on camera, so it's kind of the only place to do this. Not a whole lot of place. I don't feel like walking halfway across the gym either with dumbbells to record, so we managed. And here we go. I think it was like a set of 7 or 8. Not too shabby, especially after the first set of 12. Sorry about the footage right here. Probably should have checked the camera and wiped off the lens before I started recording, but nonetheless, here's a final set. At this point, tendonitis is pretty much kicking my ass. Decided to cut it after this. Somebody did like an extra set or 2 just to really burn out the biceps, but got the SBD day planned up here in a couple days. Not trying to have a huge flare up with this stuff affecting the next lift. So yeah, playing it smart. Ended it here, and let's recover and focus on this SBD day next.
Alright, y'all, a little late with the post wrap-up video. Had to run and get my hair cut real quick before the barbershop closed. Long overdue for the haircut, but got that taken care of. So the workout was actually pretty decent. Worked up to a top single of 195. Well, fell to 195, but we hit 190. So I mean, that was a PR. That's up 5 pounds from the last time. After that, back down to a set of 165 for 4. That last rep with the 165 was definitely a grind. But you know, managed to get that. That 190 was a grind too. I was actually surprised I was able to manage to pull that off. But we got that 190, real solid base for moving forward. It's interesting. I just seen literally a clip on Instagram of the RPS strict curl world record, which is like 210. Now I'm not sure if they have an untested division for RPS with the strict curl, or if it's all like tested for strict curls. Hopefully they have an untested division, because that's what I'd probably wind up competing in, is with RPS. It seems like they have a lot more events than some of the other federations. But yeah, 165 for 4. After that, hit some heavy dumbbell curls. Tendonitis is flaring up pretty heavy after the strict curls. So my form was definitely a little off with the dumbbell curls. Nonetheless, wound up doing like 75s for a set of 12. Then I think 8. Then I think I did 50s for, I don't even remember, but it's in the video. Y'all will see it. But yeah, with that, that pretty much wraps up that workout. There's nothing crazy. I mean, all this stuff has been done before online. It's nothing exciting. It's nothing really entertaining. It's just about, you know, being consistent, making the progress. You know, the excitement's the PRs, but the progress and, you know, all the groundwork leading up, it's just there's nothing exciting about it. Nothing exciting about, you know, watching me curl 75s for, you know, sets to 12 or anything like that. But it is cool just to see the progress over time, which I'll see in due time. But yeah, that wraps that up. As far as the next workout goes, it's probably going to be a few days. Even today, I still felt a little taxed from the meet. Was planning on doing that gym day I was telling you about Wednesday, but I might wind up pushing that back just a few more days. Make sure I get my diet on point, make sure we're carved up properly, get my protein intake and everything else before we do this day. I really like to try to hit 1,700 for like a gym total. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I might try to find a few fillers up until then, just to keep content coming. I know I've been mentioning about the shoe review. Might do that. Might do, some other gear reviews. Might do compound reviews. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll try to keep the content coming. But with that said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned. Let's make this progress.